I'm speaking from Tzfat Yer Kodesh. We've been having all these Lebanese attacks very close to the border. We hear every single boom that's going on. We have soldiers running around left and right here. But Baruch Hashem, we just finished Mincha, and I wanted to share something, something that's I think is very important to put things in perspective and to help us understand really what are we dealing with and what's the root of it and how far back this even goes. It says, one second, let me just try to find it here. I like to do it from the Makor. It says, we're in Parashat Bereshit right now, and it's known that tzaddikim, they tell us that when you're in the Torah and you have a seder in the Torah and you're going through the Torah, then you live the Torah and it's live to you. So it says in Parashat Bereshit, Rashi brings the first Rashi in the whole entire Torah. Stop me if anybody said this already, but the first Rashi in the whole entire Torah is like this: Bereshit, Amar Rabbi Yitzchak. Rabbi Yitzchak said, "Lo haya tzarich להתחיל את התורה אלא מהחודש הזה לכם." The Torah, if it's this book of mitzvot, then it should have started from the first mitzvah we got when we left the land of Egypt. When we became a nation and we walked out, we were commanded to sanctify the moon. This month will be for you guys. This is the first mitzvah that we were commanded to keep as the nation of Israel. So why does the Torah start with Bereshit? What is it, a storybook? It needs to tell us the history. Why? Rashi brings from Tehillim, Rav Yitzchak brings from Tehillim Kuf Yud Aleph, 111. The power of his actions, he will say to his nation, in order to give them the land of Goyim, meaning the inheritance, the land of the Goyim. Meaning Hashem is telling us about every wonderful thing that he did, all of his mighty acts, creation of the world. He's telling us as a nation, in order to give us the portion of the Goyim. Why? What does this have to do? What does this pasuk have to do with anything? If the nations of the world, the UN or any other group of nations of the world comes and says to Israel, you guys are conquerors, you guys are occupiers, you took the land of the 7 nations, the 7 Canaanite nations. And Am Yisrael will answer to any of those claims, the whole entire land belongs to Hashem. We learned this from Bereshit. He created the world. He's the master of the world. It's not anybody's land, it's his land. He created the world and he gives the land to whoever he sees fit in his eyes. It was his will, he gave it to them. And it was in his will that he took it away from them and he gave it to us. This is the first Rashi that's brought in the whole entire Torah. The whole entire Torah, this is the way that Rashi decided, the master, who no one in the world can explain Tanakh and Gemara on a more simple level. Rashi, this is how he decides to start the Torah. So why is it important to know this? Because we always have this. My deal in Torah usually is not asbara. I don't like to deal with asbara so much, but we're here amongst our brothers. We're here amongst our brothers to be able to strengthen ourselves. And we have to know this land is not ours. It's not ours. This land belongs to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and it's on condition. The Al-Sheikh says, is this land a gift? Is it a Yerusha, or is it a Nachal? Is it a gift, or is it an inheritance? He says, yes, the forefathers were promised that this land would be given to their children, to their offspring. Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, HaKadosh Baruch Hu made a promise to them that we would inherit this land. But he says it's both. Not only is it inheritance, it's a gift. Why? Because yes, this promise of an inheritance exists, but it's a gift. Which generation will be zoche to actually receive that inheritance? There's been generations where they were not given the gift of getting this promise. For 2,000 years now, we've been outside of this land, and not one generation was zoche, was meritorious to have this gift of having the land of Israel. Now, for whatever reason, 70-something years ago, we were given a gift to come back home, right? But it's clearly, and it's only dependent on how we act when we're here. It's known. Why did the Yanuka spoke about this not too long ago? Why do the Arabs have any claim to this land? Because they have a Brit Milah, right? We also have a Brit Milah. So what makes us any different than the Arabs is that we have 2 Britot. We have a Brit of our Safatayim, we have a Brit of our lips as well. And the way to Tash Kocho Shel Ishmael, Ishmael is hear prayer. Hashem will hear our prayers. The way that we can put down their power is by using our other breed that we have that they don't have, the breed of the lips, to talk to Hashem. They hear our prayers. If we see Ishmaelim coming over us, then we have to know that it's a hint that we need to overcome them by way of our prayers. We need Ishmael, Hashem should hear our prayers. And when he hears our prayers, then we're reducing his power, we're reducing their power as a nation. And then we reduce their hold. Like it says that they will have shilton here before Mashiach comes, Galut Ishmael. When we start to pray with our mouth, when we start to pray with our lips, we reduce, by way of our breed, we reduce the power of their breed, and we reduce their power in this land. And not only that, that we have to know that this is our land only because HaKadosh Baruch Hu chose to give it to us right now. It is not ours because it is definitely ours and no one could take it away from us. We just got back here. Let's not lose it again. Let's be mitchazek and achdut to strengthen ourselves in unity and to strengthen ourselves in tefillah and shmirat habrit and shmirat kedusha, to be holier and holier and holier. And the more that we can sanctify ourselves, the more that we can come closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that is the midah of Yesod. And the Yesod is shalom, which is peace. And the Yesod is also achdut. It's also the unity between the brothers, right? And if we're not protecting ourselves spiritually, we can't say that we're unified. And if we're not unified, we can't say that we're protecting ourselves spiritually. When we work on the Yesod, then everything is given to us. That is the foundation from everything. From there, the Malchut comes out. The Yesod gives the recipe over to the Malchut, and that's what the fruition is. That's what the actualization and everything that we're downloading, all of these lights that are coming down, right? They only are revealed by way of it all coming down into the Yesod and being given over properly to Malchut. So may we all be blessed, Bezat Hashem, to really sanctify ourselves more and more and more in our thoughts, speech, and action. And the more that we can do that, the more we do that as a nation, as individuals, first things first, as communities after that, as families, right? Then as a nation, we'll be able to do this on a level that no ummah, no nation could come against us. No nation could touch us. B'zchut Yosef HaTzadik, b'zchut kol HaTzadikim, may we all be blessed really to sanctify ourselves and to come closer and closer. L'arbot shalom ben atzmenu, to increase peace amongst ourselves, and that will increase peace in the world. And when there's peace in Israel, there's blessing for the whole entire world. Like when there was a temple, and the temple was established, and it was a good temple with kashrut and good things, then the goyim were running to give gifts to the temple to help build it and to help make sure that it was established, right? And when it wasn't that way, then they came to destroy it. So now we're back in Eretz Yisrael. We want B'ezat Hashem to see a temple be built. It's obviously everything in the end of the day is on the hands of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But we're his representatives down here, and he put us in this world to do Torah and mitzvot. So the more that we can be mitchazek in this, and to love one another, and to accept that other people have different paths in Torah. Look how many different types of Jews there are here. We have someone here that lives in the heart of the settlements here. We have people in Chutz La'aretz. We have people here outside of Yerushalayim. We have all different types. LA, right? Hasidim, Dati Leumi, Chardal, every type coming together in order to speak together as one nation. Florida, we have 3 people here I know for sure from Florida, so I'm one of them. But may we be blessed, B'ezat Hashem, to continue to be together as a nation and to do what we can to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shechem Echad, as one people. Shechem Echad, mamash. That's what we need to do. I got to go back to Arvit, but it's so nice to see all of your beautiful faces and everybody here that came to join. Erez, thank you again for this opportunity. Thank you for continuing to bring the nation together and to spread Torah.